Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your girl, Queen Talks Crime. I am back with another video. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. At the end of the video, if you like to, make sure you hit the post notification bell so you'll know every time I come through with another video. So make sure you hit the post notification bell so you'll know every time I post a new video. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry, y'all, I was on a phone call, so I was trying to finish my phone call before I went live. So sorry to y'all that was waiting. Hey, Declan. Hey, Red Miller. Hey, hey, hey. How are you guys? What's up? What's up? What's up, Air Force One? Having us in class anticipating our next lesson. You silly. But no, so yes, so thank y'all for y'all patience. No, I was taking care of a phone call. So yeah. So this video, for those who's coming in, I'm gonna talk about the 20 search warrants. I'm going to show y'all the article in just a second. Hey, Southern Seas, good morning, honey. But first, before I get to the article, I got a couple of things. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. Thank you. So real quick, I want to address something. So last night, the Bio family, or a part of a Bio family, decided to comment on my channel and said a couple of things. And let me just say this. I'm not even going to say your name. I'm not even going to erase their comments. I'm not going to do anything of the sort. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let you know that I'm on the side of the boys. I'm on the side of the boys. So to my eyes, everyone is a suspect. Everyone is a suspect. Okay? We've seen this in too many cases. Okay? You can feel how you want to feel by all means. In this comment, you commented on the video of Quincy Dean. I understand if you feel some way about that, but at the end of the day, that is a fact about Quincy Dean being arrested, and people have questions, and I have questions, and if I have questions, I'm going to ask them. At the end of the day, you're all suspects, okay? I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to speak the facts. I'm going to speak with sources, and I'm going to provide my opinion on anything and everything that I do. So I understand that you feel some type of way, and that's okay. That's totally fine. I expect you to feel some type of way. But at the end of the day, it's not about you. It's not about the West. It's about the boys and whoever got them missing being brought to justice. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. So like I said, I don't care about nobody's feelings at all. At the end of the day, I'm doing what I'm doing, and I'm not going to stop. Okay. So like I said, I'm not going to give you too many minutes of my time. I got to talk about these 20 search warrants, but what I will do is let you know it's okay to feel some type of way. At the end of the day, it's okay. You can feel some type of way. But I do have the question of where was you guys when the boys needed a place to go before they landed with the West? Okay. Where were you guys for Orrin and Orson before they landed with the West? That's what you guys need to focus on. You need to focus on your own situation and do not focus on who's saying what on YouTube, because we're trying to get justice for the boys. Hey, everyday shenanigans. We're trying to get justice for the boys. So I really don't care about your feelings, because y'all should have been there for the boys. Okay. From day one, y'all should have been there when they needed a place to stay, when they needed somebody to get them so they wouldn't even land up with the West to become missing. Y'all wasn't there. So you wasn't there. So you couldn't even do that. So you don't get to comment and say why I'm doing this and why I'm doing that and I'm stuck on this. I'm not stuck on anything. I'm stuck on Orrin and Orson getting justice. That's what I'm stuck on. And everybody on each side is suspect until they're found. Okay. So like I said, I'm not even going to address your name because I'm not even going to give you that energy, but I am going to state, yes, where are the boys? That's all you should be concerned with, is finding the boys. All right. Hey. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. Oh, yes, she is in the house. I'm going to share my screen. So let me pull it up.
Discover Baobab Essence from the Tree of Life. And quench thirsty hair with Pantene Nutrient Blends.
In the months-long search for two missing boys in Kern County, the Bakersfield Police Department is now taking the lead in the case. It involves the disappearance of 3-year-old Orson West and 4-year-old Orrin West. The two boys were reported missing in California City on December 21st by their adoptive parents. Investigators say the new leadership in the case comes as detectives uncover new facts in the boys' disappearance. So far, the police department's officers have executed more than 20 search warrants at homes in Bakersfield in California City.
Okay. So I just wanted you guys to see that. Okay. I wanted you guys to see that they executed 20 search warrants. So my question is to you guys, who all do you think received search warrants? Who all do you think received search warrants? Who all do you think received search warrants? Yes. I just showed the clip. Did y'all hear the clip? Did y'all hear the clip? Okay, hopefully the Bio Mom and Wanda. Every family owned their rented properties. Definitely Bio family. Bio family, Wanda, West family, and Jackie's mom. Hey, Natasha. Okay. I agree. I believe every family's on both sides. I believe on both sides. Bio family and the West have been given search warrants. They've had to search. Because you got to think about it. They got to search the houses. They're probably going to search their phones. They're probably going to search computers. Everybody in the house phone. Everybody in the house computer. Everywhere that the kids touch down at in Bakersfield. Everybody that's ever had contact with the children at any part of their life. Any part of their life, I'm sure they're going to touch down with a search warrant. Anybody that's ever had contact with them. I'm sure Jacqueline's mama is probably getting a search warrant too. Because she's one of the parents that watch the children. She's one of the people that watch the children. Yeah. So I feel like we're close to getting an arrest. Or we not even close to maybe even getting arrested, but we're close to finding out what happened. We're close to finding out what happened to the boys. Yeah, it's getting real. But yeah, I'm believe that they're gonna, because like I said, they already searched Jacqueline, they already searched Trezell, their house. They all need to be served. I agree. They all need to be served on both sides. That is great news, and I pray they grill the hell out of them, not like the Cal City Police. There was a clip of a live post that I think was LB United. I blurred the sound of what they said were saying. One's cousin is in on it. Close to the truth, a matter of time. Yeah, definitely, Ramilla. Just a matter of time before. But yes, I'm sure they're going to search both sides. Hey, Becky. Thank you. I'm sure they're going to search both sides, the bio family and the adoptive family. And I'm sure they're not going to leave out Jacqueline. Hey, Brianna. I'm sure they're not going to leave out Jacqueline. They're not going to leave out Jacqueline because Jacqueline's mother, whoever even babysitted the kids. So we know Jacqueline's mother had the kids sometimes. Wanda had the kids sometimes. They all had the kids. At some point came into contact with Orrin and Orson. And 20 search warrants is a lot of search warrants. 20 search warrants is a lot of search warrants. Should have been starting in December. It's all coming to a head now. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just glad that they're doing it now. I mean, you'll be surprised. People think they got rid of all evidence and they don't realize what they leave behind or how good evidence can be tracked with forensics, with the police and FBI and all the type of equipment they have. They could trace back a long period of time. A long period of time. They could trace back a long period of time. So you'll be surprised how some people think they cleaned up their crimes to the T and could leave back something as small as a little bit of fiber, and that brings convictions. You'll be surprised how many times a little piece of evidence can turn a whole case around. Hey, Nubiana. Yes. They thought they was watching How to Get Away with Murder. That's funny. Yeah, they thought they was. But, you know, you could leave back something little as a fiber. Something little as a fiber. Okay? And that will get you caught up. You said that right on something that maybe they might be getting close to retrieving those beautiful boys. I believe they're close. They're very close. Like I said, whatever the circumstance is, don't be surprised on the condition of the boys, but as long as they're found and brought home, yeah, a lot can still be recovered. Yeah, you will be caught. You will not get away with 2 little boys missing. I hope it's going to end. This is just sad. It's a circus with a bunch of clowns. Yes, Coach Ninja Sticks. Both adoptive parents are guilty. They should get locked up. Poor babies. Yeah, I believe, like I said, Jacqueline Trezell probably did something to those babies. Like I said, if they are deceased. And if they are alive, I do believe that, in my opinion, if they are alive, that they could possibly be with either side of the family. And that's just how I feel. I mean, they've had contact with each other, and I do believe that they all knew each other and came into contact some way, somehow. So it's possible that they could be with either side if they are alive. Because you got to think about it. If they are alive, the West would have had to give them to somebody. The West would have had to give them to somebody. The kids just didn't go missing. You try to cover up a crime, will come to the light. Yes, Natasha. A hair root also. Yes, Ghost in the Sticks. Yeah, something as small as a hair root. Something as small as a hair root. Southern Sass, Ghost in the Sticks, very, yes, truly sad. The boys didn't deserve this. No, they didn't. They did not deserve to be snatched away. They deserve to have a normal 3-4-year-old's life, to be loved, nurtured, provided for, happy, and they didn't get that. And they didn't get that from birth to now. They didn't get that. They didn't. They didn't. And it was something else I wanted to show y'all. Let me see if I can get to it. Nope, I do not indulge with any other YouTubers with anything that they do. So please do not bring them up in my chats. I do not know nothing that anybody has. I don't know nothing that anybody has going on with any type of drama, anything. I want nothing to do with that. Yes, I'm praying they will be found too. Thank you, Becky. I'm praying that they'll be found too. Where did I want to go to? I didn't want to snooze it. I'm trying to put it where y'all can see it. I put a load faster. But this is another article I found that was sent in my inbox. Hold on, y'all. That's Perla talking. I'm trying to get the sound up, but it's not letting me click on it, which is weird. It's like I'm touching on it, but Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So I want to know what they found. I'll read y'all comments in 1 second. Well, actually, let me go on my phone. Because I ain't reading nobody comments. Okay, Air Force One. All right. It's up. But now you can't.
Boys.
There you
Tonight,
go.
the Bakersfield Police Department
Jesus
is taking
Christ.
over the investigation. Problem is, they're not saying exactly why. 17's Perla Shaheen has been covering the mysterious disappearance of Orrin and Orson West from the start and joins us live now from BPD headquarters with the latest developments. Good evening, Perla.
Good evening, Tammy. Well, the boys lived in California City with their adoptive parents, 76 miles from downtown Bakersfield. But now, recent developments in the case have led officials to believe that the heart of the investigation lies in Bakersfield. Now, all the questioning and the analysis of evidence will be happening in the building behind me. Thousands are waiting for new information on the case of two missing boys, 3-year-old Orson and 4-year-old Orrin West. But law enforcement wants to work behind closed doors.
I believe there's a large amount of case development in this investigation, but unfortunately, due to the nature of this type of work, we just can't put that information out there.
Those mysterious developments led Bakersfield Police Department to take the lead on the investigation. BPD has been on the case alongside the FBI since the beginning, supporting the California City Police Department's 13 officers.
They've got quite a few more resources, even though we do have dedicated resources for this. And we will continue to dedicate those resources. That will be our primary function.
BPD says there are several reasons for this change.
A large part of the interviews and follow-up needs to be conducted in Bakersfield.
There are also many parts of this story that lead back to this city.
Bakersfield is kind of a historical nexus for the boys. The adopted family, the biological family, and the boys grew up predominantly in Bakersfield.
Sergeant Pear wouldn't say whether he believes the boys are still alive or where they could be.
I'm not going to speculate on where the boys are, and I don't have more information indicating they're in Bakersfield versus someplace else.
As the lead agency on this case, BPD has some new responsibilities. The department is now in charge of compiling information, conducting the majority of interviews, and processing evidence.
We're not going to end this case until we know the facts. So it will be brought to light based upon the continued investigation and where the details lead us.
Anyone with information on the boys is asked to call the secret witness line at 661-322-4040. Members of the biological family tell me that they're happy that BPD took over this investigation, and they wish it happened sooner. In downtown Bakersfield, Perla Shaheen, 17 News.
Okay, what y'all think about that? What do you think about that? Well, it's supposed to be lots of new discovery in this case. Lots of new discovery in the case. And I want to know, what is the new discovery that led them to take over the case? Now we know they're the lead in the case, but it had to be some very big concrete evidence. They had to discover something very serious for them to take the lead. And of course, they're not going to tell us anything because it's an open investigation. So they're not going to tell us anything. But obviously something happened. And I want to know what all this, well, obviously we're not going to know, but I would like to know what's up, Harold? What all do they got? What all do they got? What all do they got? So is it possible that the footage came back and they seen something on the footage? Okay, maybe a sighting. I think something possibly came back on the footage, on the video footage. Something possibly came back on the video footage that led them to believe the last sighting of the boys was somewhere in Bakersfield. All right, Carmela said, do they need a specific reason to get a warrant? That's a good question. I believe you do. You have to be like suspicious of something and have some type of reason, good reasoning, because you got to go before a judge to get the warrant. So you have to have some type of proof, evidence of something to get a warrant to search the house or search whatever they're searching. Did a tip or something they found in a phone or computer? That's possible. I'm selfish. I mean, it's possible there could have been a tip, something found on the phone, something came back from evidence being analyzed, because they still was analyzing evidence. They were still analyzing evidence. It's possible evidence that came back, or they seen them on video, a tip, everything y'all name it is a possibility. Yep, as I just said that. Yep, stuff came back from the lab. Have they served the search warrants, or are they in the process? They said they have been searching the search warrant, so they've done it and still doing it. That's what I take it as. They've done it and they're still doing it. They said they've been serving 20 search warrants. If you go back to the beginning, I played that video too. They would have been able to go on hard drive, seeing they're never there. Oh yeah, it's wicked. It's very wicked. It's very, 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 very wicked. Very wicked. But yeah, so BPD has taken over the case. And not only that, but they are saying they have a substantial amount of information. So that substantial amount of information, I would love to know, but of course, they're not going to give us that information. But that leads me to believe that something is brewing. Something is cooking up. Oh, by now they got rid of the evidence at one of the times. It took them too long just to go back to Bakersfield. But like I was saying before, Diana, you never know what you leave behind. You could try to clean up something so good, and you could leave something as a hair fiber behind. You never know. You never know. A small hair fiber could break the case. They're more than a mere suspicion, which is probable cause for a search. Exactly. That's good news. They're on something. Yeah, I hope an arrest comes soon, Harold. They would have got deleted stuff off footage. Yeah, I mean, they will see a lot of things. Like I said, you got to factor in, they did all the footage they had, even the footage from, them pinging their phones. I brought this up in my last video. When they pinged their phones, when they had them, I'm sure they found out where they was going, each location they went to. They probably, when they went to locations, asked for video footage, asked for footage, and reviewed that footage. So they probably did going through a lot of video footage, and that video footage probably came back with a sighting. And it looks like the sighting is somewhere in Bakersfield. Now, I'm just speculating on what they could have found, but it has to be something very substantial for them to dish out 20 search warrants. Bakes will take the lead. They're going back a year. They're going back 12 months. I think they disappeared 21st. I believe that witness. Okay, Nat man. Takes time to go through all that. Yes, it takes a lot of time to go through all the video footage. You got to have somebody sit there, go over every minute, every second, every vehicle. I mean, that's a lot. And then they took out bags. Don't forget they took out bags and bags of evidence. So they had to go through, send the evidence off to a crime lab. Okay, get the crime lab to analyze the evidence. Okay, you had to go get that evidence analyzed. You have to wait for the results of that. So it takes time. They're going back 12 months because they want to see signs the kids were treated well. Doctors reports their specialty. I believe they're going back. I respect what you're saying, that man, but I believe they're going back because nobody has really seen those kids for probably up to 12 months. And that's what I believe. I mean, because I'm going to be honest with you. Anybody could say they saw some kids, but did the footage of them being at the location, did it prove that the kids was there? If there's no actual proof, like a video, then we can't really stand on that. We can't stand on that. We just can't stand on, if they have to be able to see these kids on some type of video. Yeah, 20 warrants. I think police trying to put together a timeline. Yes, Harold. The West County doesn't have recent pictures. Exactly. The factor in the old pictures. You got to factor in the old pictures. Years old pictures. Bleaching and hovering don't touch evidence. The police was giving APs a false sense of security and watching and waiting in the UK. Oh, yeah. They want them to think that they're not suspects. Oh, yeah. No, y'all cooperating. But they're still watching them. They're still watching their every move and everything. Yes, they need footage proof. And the footage will let them know, will guide them the way they need to go. Because if they was last seen on footage in Bakersfield, then they need to be in Bakersfield searching. Exactly, Melissa. Cannot be hearsay. It cannot be, anybody could say they saw the kids, but if there's not no footage of the kids actually being there, the police can't go on that. They can't really go on that. They need concrete. Back to the Bakersfield apartments they moved from. Possibly, Kenny. Possibly. But something. So I'm almost sure, and I'm hoping that one of those search warrants went back to their Bakersfield apartment. I'm hoping a search warrant went back to that. I'm not 100% sure because, they didn't give us that information. But I'm hoping that the warrants, one of them was for their old apartment. But I believe something came back. Something came back. My feeling is that these kids were likely abused and hidden because of the abuse. So I think they're trying to hide a timeline, trying to build a timeline to see where they can go search for them. Yeah. See where they last was known seen at and work their way backwards to where they actually can prove the kids was there at whatever location, prove that they was at a location, and then work back to see who was last with them. Because if you see the kids on the footage, you got to see who was the last person with the children. Who was the last person with Orrin and Orson on any video footage. And then work your way back. Did anybody search the field behind their Bakersfield apartment? I'm not sure. I believe some people, kind of looked around, but I don't know how thorough they searched the apartment. I mean, the back. If anyone was assisting trying to cover up for them, they're guilty. Yes. If you had anything to do, even if it was telling them a location verbally, you are just as complicit in the crime. If thoughts saw them, can I just pull out my phone and have a call, snap it in the car? Yes, it's what you would expect people to do that, Carol, but you'll be surprised. People will not do that. They'll be saying, what about outside authority? Didn't any of them see the boys? I mean, people have said that they've seen the boys, but has it panned out to anything or has it been any concrete from that? I'm not sure. Because they led them back to Bakersfield. I'm hoping PD searched Crazy Wanda's house. Harold, I'm sure that's one of the places they're going. The fact they weren't taking these kids to doctors is a big sign there was a huge problem, and people that abuse children regularly did not send them to school and they did not send them. That's true now, man. When a child is being abused and neglected, they try to hide them, wait till the bruises to heal, and so nobody won't be asking questions, and so it won't bring no light to the abuse because they actually know they're not supposed to be doing that. So they try to hide the kids so they can do whatever they want to do and treat the kids however they want to be treated, which is wrong. Yeah, they're off the grid, that's someone saying that, we don't really know. We don't really know. Because it sounds like that the kids was possibly didn't even make it to Cal City. That's what it's looking like. And things change in a case. Don't be surprised. Things change in cases every day, all day. Things change. Because I thought it was possible that they made it to Cal City. And they was just, possibly murdered there down to their remnants. But they possibly could still be, but it probably was done in Bakersfield. Something has led them back to Bakersfield. So like I said, you never know. I hope the boys are alive. But it'll be a blessing if they're alive, but I don't believe so. Yes, behaving covertly. Harold, I'm not holding my breath, but I believe the San Jose one. Y'all, it's hilarious. Water boys out of sight, out of mind. Well, they thought it was gonna be out of mind, Nubian Max. They thought it was gonna be out of sight and out of mind, but no. People are still fighting for the boys. People are still wanting to know where they are. People are still bringing awareness to the case. I don't think they expected it to get so much attention that it got, which led us to be where we're at. Do you think some family has them? I don't, but just curious your thoughts. Yes, I do. I feel like it's possible that some family, if they're alive now, because I do also, I'm going towards them possibly not being alive, but I said if they are alive, I do believe family members have them. Some family has them, possibly either side. Yes, I do, Melissa. I believe that. Kenny says 20 search warrants is good news. Yeah, that's great news. I was happy because they're on to something. Something came about. So AP receiving money for the kids they didn't have. That's fraud. Yes, that's true. I mean, yeah, if the kids wasn't reported to them and they've been gone longer than that and they've been getting monthly checks, yes, that is fraud. That is fraud. You're getting money for kids you did not have. But we also know that they was receiving money, obviously getting the kids, adopting the kids just for the money anyway. It was all a scheme. And it's weird because a lot of people are fostering children. And I'm learning that every day it's a lot of people in the family fostering children, both sides, everybody's foster parents. And that's kind of weird to me, but it's just a little weird. But everybody is in the fostering the child business. They didn't expect this case would bring out a huge response. No, they did not. Before they report them missing. Let me go back to what you said. Before they was reported missing. Yeah. Even before they was reported missing, it seemed like nobody was even aware the boys was missing. Everybody was going on with their lives, and people probably thought, the West got the boys, they taking care of them. So yeah, nobody thought a thing until Jacqueline and Trezell reported them missing. That adoptive mom is just guilty. I think they did it there, but didn't stay there. Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. It's looking like that. And that man that they possibly did something to the children in Bakersfield. They possibly did something to the children in Bakersfield and then ran to Cal City. It's possible. Anything is possible. You feel like the bio mom is innocent, that man? Okay. I don't, but everybody talk to their own opinion, and that's perfectly fine. All of them are suspects to me. All of them. Carmela, yes, very strange. Yes, very, very strange. Let's just say, for conversation sake, that Ryan kidnapped her boys when Trezell went into the house. If that happened, but that's my thing. If he went into the house and she kidnapped them from the house, Air Force One, there would have been a car seen leaving with the children. So I don't think they was kidnapped. Now, could the kids have been given to her? Yes. I do believe if they have the children, they was given to them by Jacqueline and Trezell. I don't believe they was kidnapped. Yeah, think about it. It was never, no Amber Alert, no tracks in the yard, that anybody was really, leaving. So it's very, I'm sure, I don't believe, hey, LaKendra, that they was kidnapped. But could they have given the kids back? That's very possible. You'd be surprised a lot of cases that what people will do. That people will do. Yeah. I mean, you can feel that she's 100%. Hey, that's your feelings. You are entitled to it. I don't feel she's innocent from the beginning to now. And that's just from what developed and what came out. So we don't know these people, and I'm on the side of the boys. I'm on the side of the boys. We don't know these people or what they would do, what they wouldn't do. We have cases that come about all the time where people, what you find out, it'd be an inside job, somebody close to the family. Yeah. Both families have been quiet like they don't care. Leads me to believe it might be an inside job. Harold, you know, a lot of people have been saying that it's an inside job. A lot of people been saying it is a inside job. A lot of people's been saying that. A lot of people been saying that. Is it possible they're hiring them because of that man? Because you're really about to irritate me. You're really about to irritate me. You're really about to irritate me. So you don't need to answer Carol's question. I think she was talking to me, asking me my opinion. So if she's asking me my opinion, I'm going to answer her opinion, or I'm going to give her my opinion. Is it possible they're hiding them because the Bio family interfere in their life? It is possible. Can nobody say no, that's not possible? You can't say for a fact that's not possible. Man, you're finna irritate me. Let me go to my thing. You're finna irritate me. Yeah, anything is possible. We don't know these people. We do not know these people. We do not know these people. You cannot say for sure Jacqueline Giselle didn't hide them because of the Bio family. They didn't even want to, if you looked at their interview, they didn't even want to be around the Bio family. They did not want to be around the Bio family. They didn't want to talk to the Bio family. They didn't want to answer the Bio family's questions. They wanted nothing to do with the Bio family. If you observed the interview in the beginning, they wanted nothing to do with the Bio family. They wanted nothing to do with them. So anything is possible. We don't know anything. Anything is possible. You can't say for a fact, no. No, we can't. We can't say that. We can't say yes or we can't say no. You can't say neither one. Period. Yeah, let me bye-bye. Because I say this from day one, that we don't know these people, so we can't say for sure yes or no. We can't say for sure. We don't know. We don't know these people. We have no idea. Also, facts. Thank you for saying that, Everyday Shenanigans. Oh, shout out to the big sis in the chat. Cal reporter told me Trezell never called Ryan to tell her boys was missing. All lies. That's a fact. I was on the phone with Everyday Shenanigans when that reporter said what she said to Everyday Shenanigans. I was on the phone, heard it myself verbatim. That's a lie. Trezell never told Ryan Dean never told Ryan Dean that the boys was missing. Okay? Never said that. Never. So that's a lie. That's not true. Let me go back up. I think I missed some things. Inside job with everybody involved. Possible, Melissa. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything. Now, we do know for sure that they might have known each other. They have came into contact. We obviously know that because Ryan Dean had visits with them a couple of years ago, right? So we do know they had some contact a couple of years ago. Now, is it possible they still, ran into each other? Yes. Hello, sis. You hear me?
Hello.
This is Everyday Shenanigans calling in. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I want to. Hi, how are you all doing? Hello, everybody in the chat.
Everyday Shenanigans said hello, everybody. Can y'all hear her? I'll put it close to the screen.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's truth serum time now that we know about the 20 warrants. I think it's time that you all know the entire truth about the people that you have been listening to, pretending to care about the children. Queen Talks was on the other phone when I talked to a reporter that is a local reporter in California that is covering the story pertaining to the missing boys. It was said in that said conversation, Queen was an eyewitness, that Trezell never called Ryan Dean that morning. So to clarify, anyone who believes that they had been not talking, that is information that was given to her, that he never called her. So people have been deciphering information falsely from live news feeds. I don't know how some of you can't understand what has been said during the news. The police has never gave anybody any information pertaining to who knew who talked to who said what to who knocked on what door. You are getting your information from the bio mother. The news has never told you anything about who knew each other, who talked to who knocked on a door, a present under the tree. The police never told you anything about what was inside of that house.
Right.
So you don't know if there was a sofa in there, a dining table, 5 presents, no presents. That is information you got from Ryan Dean. So please stop putting information out here that the police said, because the police has never verified any conversations between the bio mother and Trezell and Jacqueline West. And for those of you who continuously want to rally behind this bio mother and her family, well, maybe it's time you find out that the same reporter that I talked to that gave me this information about Trezell not calling Ryan Dean on that said day the children went missing, Ryan Dean's father threatened that reporter via email and then retracted it and called back and apologized. So you see,
and I heard that too. That is true because I was on the phone.
These people, but
that is true. I was on the phone when that happened.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that's true what you're saying because I was listening.
Yes, okay. So therefore, for those who want to continuously jump on people's channels trying to tell the content creator what they know and don't know, what the Queen is telling you, I got it from the ground. Not Facebook, not YouTube, not an anonymous Instagrammer, not an anonymous source. It came from a reliable reporter who works for the news. Everybody knows who this person is. And they have let me know Trezell never called Ryan Dean to tell her about the children, because that has to go to the fact that allegedly they didn't know each other. So how can I call you to tell you about your kids when I don't talk to you? She told you in a Facebook post in December of 2018, she tried to give gifts. Well, you can decipher that how you want to, but did it occur to you she went through a social worker to try to offer Christmas gifts alongside her mother? This is why you can't take stock in a text, because sometimes people are not descriptive when they write a text. But a person on her Facebook page asked her, well, when did you try to give the Christmas gifts? And she said, December 2018. I saw it in her Facebook post. So some of you assumed it was December 2020, but we know it couldn't have been December 2020 because they were gone out of that house. The West were gone out of the house by Christmas 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And if she allegedly had no contact with children, then how could she call anybody, social worker or the West, to offer gifts? The adoption took place spring of 2019. So that means you would have had probably no contact unless the bio family wanted an open adoption, which I don't believe that they did. So I don't believe that it was open. Now, did they double back, got tired of the children, contacted her, found her? Could be. Could be. The variables are endless. But the rumors need to stop about who talked to whom when they went missing. Who called whom, who did what. Every version you got pertaining to this case has been gossip. And alleged conversation coming out of Ryan Dean's mouth of what she saw under the tree.
We don't know anything. We don't know.
So we don't know anything.
We don't know anything.
And her own father threatened a reporter. So I want everyone on YouTube to know, for all of you that want to rally behind these people that you don't know a darn thing about, what type of human being will threaten a reporter because he has an attitude with CPS? The reporter doesn't work for CPS. The reporter works for the news station. So if he has a problem with CPS, then he should have taken his grievances up with CPS. How is talking nasty or threatening a reporter going to solve the issue? It can't solve the issue because the children have been long gone. So why are you now bickering and arguing with a reporter through an email and talking foul to her on a decision that your child made? Ryan Dean is the culprit of why the children got out of her care in the first place. And some of you don't want to own that. You don't want to acknowledge that. That is your choice. But to argue with a stranger about another stranger's decision to not rear their children and not stay drug and alcohol free while carrying their babies, that was her choice. No one would have known who Ryan Dean was had she laid in the cut and never came forward. So now factor in 2 months later, you ran out of breath to be seen on the news. You've been interviewed by the news 2 times, but yet you are nowhere to be found when the billboards go up. You are nowhere to be found when they are having the prayer circles. They just had a circle prayer on Sunday at the same location where the children allegedly were. Where is Ryan Dean? Why is it only one person allegedly related to the boys that's doing all the talking? Now you have the Black Chamber of Commerce in Kern County speaking yesterday. Where is Ryan Dean? But yet you all want to curse people out, stalk people on social media because they don't agree with rallying for Ryan Dean, but yet she has been a no-show. You see, I've told you all from the beginning
we have
that
not seen Ryan Dean. The case
was already told to you.
Mm-hmm.
But you all won't listen.
Yep. And I'm going to continue to say they're all suspects. We don't know anything. We don't know anything. We don't know anything. We can't say for sure anything because we don't know anything. Except for they ended up out of the bio families, of bio mothers' care and into the West care, and now they're missing. Yes. That's all we know as a fact.
Yes. As a fact.
As a fact. That's all we know. That's for sure what we know.
I'm going to say this and then we'll get out of here. Okay. The fact that her father, Cam Cobb, which is his Facebook name, the fact that this vile, low-life, bottom feeder would go into my Everyday Shenanigans Facebook page should tell you something. The fact that he threatened this other reporter in an email should tell you something. You don't know these people. You don't know these people. So when you sit up here and you rally for these people, you're rallying people who stalk innocent people. The same people who have been stealing your names out of the chat and pretending to be you on other YouTubers' channels. These are the people you're rallying for? People who are following you in your inbox on Facebook and stalking you and calling you nasty names, stalking you on Instagram. This is why I told you all to change your names in the chat because they're following you and using your names on other channels. So you're going to tell me these are the same people that you're going to ride or die for that would trail you from one platform to the other just because you commented and you're asking questions? That's your right to ask questions. You don't have to anything because we don't know anything. And you are entitled to think as you see fit, but nobody has the right to stalk another human being, period, by social media, just because they said something that you did not like.
Exactly.
And I think it was time that all of you know what type of father Ron Dean has, because he was in my inbox. I can pull up the box any day and show to authorities that he has been blocked. Why would I be blocking a man that I do not know? And why is that same person had reached out to the news reporter and was talking foul, threatening to her in an email, but then later apologized? And Queen Talks was on the other phone listening to her when she gave that commentary.
I was there, heard every word.
So she said, "Oh, I believe everything you're saying, ma'am." She said, "I believe you, ma'am, because he talked crazy to me and threatened me in that email, talking nasty to me about CPS, and I couldn't understand why he was directing his anger towards me because I don't work for CPS." Right. So these people are ignorant, and they are birds of a feather. You don't know these people. So if you want to continue to rally for strangers you do not know, that you now are hearing are threatening other people and stalking people, that is your choice. But as I've told many of you, don't carry the bone to where I lay my head in my channel, because I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. And I'm not going to rally for anybody that would harm, neglect, abuse a baby. It does not matter if the children went to the West house, they was at the other lady's house. There's alleged abuse at that lady's house. For all of you who think you know everything, it has been said that the children were removed from her house because there was allegations of abuse of the other foster care children who were there. The same lady that you all have been gossiping about, saying was good friends with Miss Ryan Dean. She told you all they took the children because she became good friends with that foster lady. But somebody else is saying, no, that is not true. Allegedly, that is not true. It is because there was an allegation of abuse of other children there. If it's true, I do not know. Because as I state, nothing has been verified. But don't you find it strange that during that public interview, that same lady would not show her face during the interview with the news? Mm-hmm. Why is that?
Right.
I told you all, you got to stay woke. The stuff that you all are not paying attention to is sitting right in front of you.
Yep.
Okay.
It is.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So there you have it. Everyday Shenanigans has spoke. And that's something that we never revealed on YouTube. And she did reveal it. And that is true. That is true. So like I said, we don't know anything. We don't know anything. And like I said, it's up to you guys. If y'all choose to rally for whoever, that's on you. That's your choice. But I over here, I'm rallying for the children. And that's it. We are for Orrin and Orson over here on this channel. I'm not supporting no adults that did anything, attempted to do anything, that was allegedly did anything. I'm only rallying for the children. And that's it. That's it. That's nothing more needs to be said on that situation in my like I said. And they're all suspects because we don't know anything. We don't know anything. Exactly, Crystal Moore. I'm only on the kids' side, not any of the adults. That's it. That's it. That's that. And they're all suspects. They've all at some point came in contact with the children. And they've gone back to Bakersfield. And they have 20 search warrants. You think all 20 of those is just for the West? I don't believe that. I do not believe those 20 search warrants are all for the West family. I do not. I believe some of those search warrants are for the bio family as well. There would be no need for 20 for the West family. In Jacqueline's mother house, there would be no need for 20 search warrants. Okay? There would be no need for 20. But like I said, all we can do is speculate because we don't know anything. And that's okay if you rally on, behind Ryan Dean. That's your choice. But I know over here on this channel, I rally for the kids. I rally for the children. And they're all suspects. They're all suspects. Like I said, we don't know who had them. Well, we know they were supposed to be with Jacqueline and Trezell. And I'm going to say again, if the children are deceased, it's high likely that Trezell and Jacqueline did it. But if they are alive, it is very possible they are with either side of that family, bio and adoptive. And like I said, a lot of weird things we've been seeing. Oh yeah, Melissa, 20. That's a lot. Searching cars and everything. Yeah, they're searching everything. Everything. No, Angela, they're not my cousin, sweetie. And I agree, Harold. I do not believe they made it to Cal City. It's possible. Because at first, I was thinking, okay, maybe. But as things change in the case and everything is starting to come out, a lot of things are starting to come out. Okay? A lot of things has been coming out. And as they've been coming out, it's been looking real weird. Real weird. The apartments. Yeah, we already said that. Jacqueline mom's apartment. The West house. Then you got to think about it. Their phones. Their tech. That's not even 20 search warrants. So, as well as bio family. I believe they're searching as well. Because I don't know how many cases for the last time we have seen where family that has lost children tried to retrieve children again. Like I said, it's possible. Anything is possible. We don't know anything. In my opinion, there's no reason to search CPS. Search CPS for what? For what? Search CPS for what? What did they do wrong? I do believe Jacqueline is the weak link. Bring her in for questioning. Yeah. But the thing is, they got to find something substantial, to hold her on. To bring her in. Search warrant on CPS records for what? They can't give that information out. I'm sure CPS has been in contact with the law enforcement. I'm pretty sure they had talks and disclosed information. Why? You don't think the police already know the CPS? What CPS know? Y'all don't think that? You don't think they was in contact with them since the beginning? You don't think they was in contact? People lie. People lie. People lie, and I believe there's been things going on from the beginning that has not been real and true. But like I said, the kids would have never been in this situation if they wasn't tampered with and treated the way they was treated from the beginning. We wouldn't even be here today. I think they all need hours of questioning. What about the bio dads? That's a good question, Robert. You don't really hear any of the bio dads coming about. You don't hear too much. That's your opinion. You're entitled to it, Kathy. I don't think CPS lies. Doesn't matter to me. I don't think they lie. At the end of the day, there was evidence. There was evidence on those children that caused them to be removed. Man, they're all guilty. Put their asses all in jail, period. Facts, Diana. I believe that. Shoot, like, there is, all of them are suspect. And like I said, I'm finna get ready to get up off here because I got some things to do because I have things to do. But I want to bring forth the 20 search warrants, that information, and chat with you guys and see what y'all think. Where have all the 20 search warrants been distributed? And I also gave my opinion on where they're possibly distributed, and I believe they're distributed on both sides. And that's that on that. That's that on that. And yeah, I do believe that they're all suspects. Like I said, I don't have to say it every video, but anybody could have those children. No problem, Southern Sass. Anybody could have those children. Anybody. And I'm not changing my stance on anything. I believe what I believe, and I stand on, what I say. And anybody can have those kids, and it's not CPS fault. Harold, don't even explain. I would not even explain. If they want, let them believe whatever they want to believe. It's irrelevant. People will believe whatever they want to believe. I'm not here to try to convince nobody on nothing. I'm here for the boys, and I'm going to speak what I speak on the boys. And that's that on that. Exactly, John Q. Exactly. Thank you, Raven. Oh, yeah. Nubian, you funny. But yeah, so at the end of the day, everybody has their own opinions and their feelings, and that's okay. They can have their own opinions and everything like that. But at the end of the day, I can't wait till this case, there's arrest made and the truth comes out, because I believe when the truth actually come out, it's going to blow a lot of people away. It's going to blow a lot of people away. And like I said, we don't know anything. We don't know anything. And a lot of the gossip and stuff. Let me tell y'all this. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't believe everything that you hear. Don't. A lot of stuff be so not true. And people make up stuff. So it's best to just stick with the sources, the news, what the police release, Bakersfield release. It's best to stick with that. Okay? Because a lot of rumors and lies is going around, and it will lead you in the wrong direction. It really will. So yes, pick sense from nonsense. And like I said, we don't believe everything that we hear over here. And at the end of the day, I'm not blaming CPS. I'm not going to blame CPS. I feel like, we know that they removed those kids for a reason. Okay? You can believe whatever you want to believe, but I feel that they removed those children for a reason, and I'm going to stand on that. I'm going to stand on that. They removed those kids for a reason. And it's hard to really tell if people are murderers, because it could be murderers in the chat right now. And they talk like we talk. They go to work like we do. They live a normal life just like we do. Nobody can really say who's a murderer and who's not. You can't really find it out until what? It hits the fan. Till a body is come up. You're funny, Air Force One. Until some hits the fan or bodies come up. That's when you'll know. Oh, I didn't even know that, man. He was so nice. Y'all never read up on a case or seen a case where neighbors say, oh my God, they was the most sweetest person. They never did nothing wrong. He always took out his trash. He always mowed his lawn. It could have 8 bodies in his basement. Have 8 bodies in his basement. You don't ever know until nothing hit the fan. So at the end of the day, the West could have passed all type of tests. And I'm not making no excuses for the West, because I believe if the children are deceased, that they did it. I'm just saying, if the children are deceased, I believe the West did it. But we don't know these people. They could have passed all the requirements of being foster parents. We don't know, because CPS is not going to disclose that. Yes, rest Raven. Con artists are very sneaky and manipulative. It's easy to manipulate the government. It's easy to manipulate the state. People do it every day. People do this every day. No, they do not wear a sign. They will not tell you, I just killed 12 people and I put them in the basement and I wrapped them up. They don't tell you that. They're not going to tell CPS that. So at the end of the day, I'd rather just hold the people that got the children missing responsible. And that's it. That's it. It's just as simple. It's simple. You hurt some kids, you neglect some kids, abuse some kids, you get no respect. Thank you, Angela. Oh my God. Many adopted parents and foster parents pass and abuse children. They do it every day. They do it every single day. That's why it's important that when you find out a child or something is abused, that you remove the child immediately out of the care. And that what was done. Thank you, Southern Sass. Where are the boys? At the end of the day, I'm getting ready to get up off of here. Thank y'all for tuning in. I provided y'all with the 20 search warrants update. I'm pretty sure y'all may have heard a little bit about it earlier, but I brought y'all the 2 articles about first of all, first one was about the 20 search warrants. The second one was about all information. There's a lot of information that led the BPD to taking the lead. All right. So we kind of just picked through to see what could the information have been that caused them to take the lead. And I also asked, where do you think all the search warrants was distributed at? So that's basically what this live was about. It was a little update and just chat with y'all and see where y'all mind is at and what y'all thinking about. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. 1 second. All right. So thank y'all for coming to the live today. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. You can comment down below if you like to, and make sure you hit the post notification bell so you'll know when I come through with another live or a new video. Thank you, Air Force One. Thanks everybody for coming through. I appreciate chatting with you guys. Like I said, I'm working on other cases, so I will definitely be. Thank you, GM Carey. Until there's further information going on, I will be working on other cases. So this will not trust me, if there's a new update, then I'll bring it to the channel. But if there's not no new update, like this is an update, then we'll be moving on to further cases that need attention, that we need to look at and analyze. Okay. But thank y'all. I'm getting ready to go. Y'all have a good one. Blessings.